Boys, how are we doing? It's been a while. Why am I putting my hand on the window like there's a volume thing there? I don't know. It's been 48 hours, guys. You guys miss me? Probably not. No one watches these. Anyways, we're gonna try and keep these a little more concise because the last one was fucking half the video. But, you know, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm thinking we can talk about a little update on the cut. Oh, there's a mosquito in here. He's trying to get out. So, we've been in a deficit for, I don't know, maybe, don't really want to say that number, but 7-ish weeks. Maybe one before that. But, I think 7-ish weeks. And we're still going, man. We're feeling good. You know, motivation to train is fucking high, bro. I am just thinking about my training all the time. Like, oh my gosh, I just want to get to the next day to train, bro. Like I like rest days now, but getting into the full body was kind of hard because I was like, bro, I'm gonna have to go every other day. Like, I can't even go 2 days in a row to the gym. Oh man, it kind of like makes it better, bro. Like, I have every other day to train, and I don't know, it just mentally makes it so much more motivating because I'm like, okay, like this is it. This is my one set of preacher curl for the next 2 days. So, you know what I mean? So, you know, it makes it a little more motivating. So motivation to train is at an all-time high. My first cut that I went on, holy shit, I was eating like 150 grams of carbs a day. Just brain fog, lightheaded, no motivation to train, zero effort during training. Like, my first cut was horrible. And it came after a horrible bulk. Like, that should be a lesson to you guys. We don't need to bulk. That's what we can talk about right now, actually. We don't need to bulk. Muscle growth maximizes. I mean, okay, even before that, muscle growth is not increased by a surplus. Just because you're in a surplus, gaining weight, does not mean you're gaining more muscle. If you eat at maintenance, then you are maximizing muscle growth. Even in a slight deficit, you can maximize muscle growth. The reason for this is because it only takes like a handful, I think it's like 100 calories to maximize muscle growth for the day. So it doesn't take that much. And for most of you, I still have some myself. We all have body fat on our body that can help with the process of muscle growth, right? So you don't need to be in a 500 calorie surplus just to put on a little muscle, right? You're just extending the time until you get to see your muscle, because now you have to cut it off after you're done bulking. But now if you were to just maintain and go through that, you'll love your physique the whole time because you're not maintaining your body weight, you're maintaining your body fat percentage. So once you cut down to a body fat percentage that you like and you're satisfied with and you're happy with the way you look, all that, just maintain that, right? Just eat at maintenance. It's forever a moving target, so you obviously have to adjust, but eat around maintenance and you'll be fine, right? There's no reason to bulk and, you know, not really like our physiques and be like, oh, should I cut now? Bro, we're putting on 40 pounds of weight just to cut off, what, like 35 pounds? Like, it just makes no sense to me. It just prolongs it, and no one likes dieting. No one likes forcing restriction, and that's what kind of makes it a diet, a cut, right? That restriction of, okay, I've had this many calories, I can't eat any more today. But, you know, at maintenance, like, you get more calories, you know, you feel less hungry. It's just all around better, man, you know? what should we even call that? The maintenance? I don't even fucking know. I was going to say, never mind. But yeah, I mean, getting into that, like fat loss tips. So what are some ways that we can lose weight? Everyone's told you to be in a deficit, to track your calories, right? So how do I make it easier, or how do I help aid with going through the diet, going through the cut, going through the restriction? Now, everything is a tool in your toolbox. So once you've covered, I'm in a deficit, you cannot lose weight if you're not in a deficit. So get in a deficit. After you've done that, everything else is basically just a tool you can use, right? So, sorry. But yeah, everything after that is a tool you can use. So like pushing your meals later in the day, saving your calories for later in the day. What else? Drinking a glass of water before each meal so you don't scarf it down. Setting a timer, making sure it takes you long to eat your food. Eating satiating foods like, potatoes, oats, things that take long. Actually, I'm not sure if potatoes take a long time to digest or they're just satiating, but either way, eat satiating foods that will keep you full and will, take time to digest so you're not just hungry 20 minutes after eating a whole ass meal, right? And, after all that, after all the tools, after all the, diet aids, all the, sugar-free this or added sweet or, no added sweetener and artificial sweetener this, after all that, right? What does it come down to? You are going to be hungry. You have to be okay with being hungry. And, I'm not saying, well, I don't know if I can say that word on here, but I'm not saying you should marve yourself. Hey, I'm marved? Anyone get that? No? I'm marved? Anyway, you shouldn't, be in that, like you shouldn't be doing that, but being hungry is, can be a sign that you are in a deficit, right? It's not everything, but it's a pretty clear indication that you are probably in a little bit of a deficit if you're feeling a little hungry and you're tracking your calories, right? Don't be hungry, not track your calories, have 4,000 and be like, oh, I'm still hungry, I'm probably in a deficit. If you're not tracking your calories, you probably don't want it bad enough. You probably don't want to cut bad enough. You don't, want to lose the weight that hard. You don't want to put in that much effort, right? So, you're gonna have to be okay with the hunger, man. Like, you got yourself into this position where we need to cut now. So, you kind of have to make a little bit of a sacrifice, right? And there's ways to work around it, right? Like you're having those sweet cravings for like ice cream or something, bro, have a yogurt bowl, throw some honey, throw some sugar-free syrup in there. Like, crave your sweet cravings with whole foods. It doesn't have to be bland. You probably prefer it to be bland because, if food is more bland, then you're probably less, what's the word? Like, you're less pulled to eat more of it, right? So when we're having the artificial sweeteners, the diet sodas, the, all this processed, like, diet friendly shit, it's just making you want to have a, like, spike of hunger later, and it's just gonna lead you to be hungry later, because it's like sending you the signals that, like, oh, this is sweet, we should keep eating, like, this is a sweet thing, we should keep eating. So, like, having your food more bland is another tip that you can have for free. I'll give it to you for free. But yeah, like, eating bland is great because then, you're probably eating whole foods. You're probably eating, more voluminous foods that'll fill you up. You're probably eating more satiating foods. You're probably eating more micronutrient dense foods, right? All these things kind of come from, you know, eating whole foods and the benefits of eating whole foods. It might be bland at first, it might be boring, but this is another thing you have to come to terms with. Stop looking at food like a dopamine hit. You know, I know it is, but we have to look at food as fuel. We can't, you know, walk into our kitchen and be like, holy shit, what do I want to eat? Like, oh, I'm just so hungry, like I could eat anything. Bro, go into the kitchen knowing what you're going to make, knowing what you're going to eat, and just eat that and leave. You know, don't be hanging out in the kitchen. Don't be hanging out in the pantry. Don't just walk in to browse. Like, bro, we're not in the store. We're in your home. Go do something productive and then come and eat when it's your time to eat, when you know what meal you're going to have. Then it's time to eat, right? Don't go into the kitchen blind. Bro, this guy is going insanely slow. Okay, he's turning. Okay, I'll allow it. Oh. Kiss of life. Kiss of life. Oh, this guy's, oh, fuck me. This guy's not turning. This guy's just pulling over mid-road. All right, buddy. Anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, cut updates. So yeah, motivation to train is high. Gave you some fat loss tips. Yeah, energy is high. I mean, holy shit, it's 4:30 right now. Went to bed early as hell last night. But yeah, I mean, sleep is okay. I've been getting up like a little bit here and there, but I've been trying to like cut my water off. This is another sleep tip. Oh, you guys are getting all the tips today. Cut off drinking about 2 hours before you go to sleep, because then it'll help with like getting up in the night to pee and shit. Like, you want to be, you know, sleeping, and you don't want to be getting up and waking up in the night. You want to be sleeping the whole time, right? You close your eyes, you go to bed, you wake up, alarm hits. Because sleep is everything. Recovery is everything. You want to make sure you're recovering from last session. You know, if you guys are just going in with the goal of like, okay, I just want to work so hard, I want to get sore, and just like, oh, really feel this workout, and like, I just want to be dogged after. Like, you need to put in effort during a workout, but it's like a certain type of effort. You don't want to just like have a grueling workout where you're just injuring your body and you're just like, I walked out the gym, I'm a warrior, I just completed that. It's like, bro, yeah, but like, what are you gonna do in 48 hours when you have to run full body again? You're just gonna be fatigued as hell. So yeah, definitely don't train like that, you know. Just train hard, train intense, low volume, but keep the intensity high. I would probably recommend a low rep range. I mean, hey, let's talk about rep range for, actually, holy shit, this is definitely a longer video too. We're gonna save that till the next car talk. So we're just gonna get in the gym, and yeah, we'll see you there.
I don't even know why I like starting with this one. I just know it's gonna take a lot out of me later, so I'd rather do it right now than mid-workout. So, and I like moving some weight, so some weight. I mean, this is pretty fucking pathetic, but it's good for us. It's good for us. All right. You know, we're just gonna run with it. Don't let music be your motivator. Little Monday reference. was gonna say, I think that's definitely one more than whatever we got last session. At least if we got 5, so. But yeah, now on to preacher curl. We're gonna test out keeping a rep in the tank on this one. Because I don't know, my sets for this have been horrible the past like 2 sessions. Like, I don't know, 2 sessions ago, I got like 3 or 4 reps randomly when I had gotten like 5 or 6 the session before. So like, I obviously was like fatigued, or I just didn't put a lot of effort in. But we're gonna try and keep an extra rep in the tank just to, I don't know, deal with fatigue. So we'll see how it goes. I lied. That was good though. I don't even know how many that was. A little bit of back movement though. Alright, so we're up in the weight this week for shoulder press, or this session, sorry, not week. 2.5 pounds. You don't need to add like 5-10 pounds every week. You need to, add incremental weight. You don't want to just like completely change your form once you up the weight, because that isn't progression. We want to have the same form and just have the weight get easier and easier over time, and then we up the weight just by a little bit, right? Balance in your rep range. Have a rep range first of all. Don't just go into the gym not even thinking about your rep range or your volume. You need to actually think about what variables you're using and adjust them accordingly based on how much rest you're getting, how much you're progressing. If you're not progressing on your current volume, adding more volume is probably not the answer. In most cases, I would say. But let's get this set. Four. See how we bounce in a 4 to 6 rep range. So we got 142.5 for 6, right? And then we up the weight 145 for 4, and then we just rinse and repeat, and then up the weight again. So I've been trying to standardize my form, I'm trying to standardize my form on this exercise. It's one of the ones that I've been doing the entire time I've been training, and not just since I've been smart training. So, I think my form is a little butchered still. I kind of am like curving my spine. I want to keep my spine straight up. So, let me know how I do. And we're going a little wider. A little wider. So we lowered the weight a little bit, so even if we get high reps, it's fine. I just want to have better form. was pretty solid. I won't know till I watch it back, but felt pretty good. Felt pretty good. All right, straight into upper back row. We've been getting 4 for the last like 3 sessions on this weight, so I don't know. Let's see how it goes. It's been getting like easier and easier each time though, I feel like. That was 5, but I don't know, we might have reached to get that, but it's all good. I was gonna standardize my form on this, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't know. I just don't really want to. We got 265 for 4 last time. So honestly, I'm cool with just hitting the same. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that 4, to be honest. I'm cool with that 4. All right, tricep extension, single arm. Now, when you're doing this, here, let me get you guys a little bit of a better angle. You want to hold onto this thing. This thing is going all over the place. You just want to keep it stable. Stability is paramount. All right, let's see how many we get. Up the weight right now, so I don't know. We got an open mind. And get yourself a wide base too. It'll keep yourself way more stable. Holy fuck. Overshot like crazy. All right, first multi-set of all time. We've been on full body since the womb, but fuck. That last set was a crazy overshoot, so I wanted to get another set. It's not gonna hurt you, you know? You know, just keep an extra one. You know, if you do 0 to 1 IR, just keep an extra one in the tank if you're doing a multi-set, and that'll help, you know, balance out the fatigue, and you'll still get some stimulus, right? Some extra stimulus if you didn't have a very good first set. All right, cable lateral raise. I'm keeping a wider base on this because you gotta be more stable, and the more weight you're gonna be doing, you're gonna wanna be more stable. And you know, even on tricep extension, having like a split stance would help. Wider stance on anything, it'll help a lot. You know, you'll feel stronger and you'll be able to keep form way better. You won't be like wobbling around or anything, so. We'll stay at 3 for that one. 4 would have been a sketchy rep. All right, so we put the little, I don't know, foot pad, calf pad to the smallest point because, I don't know, I feel like when I shrink there's definitely a word for it that I'm completely forgetting right now. But you know, when you make the, not range of motion shorter, but like the leverage shorter, it's just, you can stimulate your muscle so much more because there's just so much less torque on your joint. So I don't know if it'll make this way easier, but we'll see. Yeah, that was a good set. I think only like 4 or 5 though. All right, our upper chest flies now. I've been liking this one, but yeah, I like it because the range of motion is like perfect. You know, it doesn't make you go too high. You can kind of keep it standardized. And yeah, this is usually this is a free motion bicep machine. It's like a preacher curl, but you can spin it around and just some upper chest flies on it. Innovation at its finest. Come on. Gotta tap in. Gotta use your brain when you enter the gym, bro. Not everything is as it seems, you know? You can change things up to your advantage, always. I don't even know how much that was. Your boy blacked out, but we'll watch it back and we'll check. Pro tip, if you forget your intra, like your boy did, you can grab a little something from the vending machine maybe. Well, let's see what they got. What should we get, boys? Maybe, bro, they don't got nothing low key. Body Armor Light. How much is a Powerade? We'll get a Powerade. So yeah, if you forget your intra, just grab a little Powerade or anything that's sugary from the vending machine. Don't get like 0 calorie. Like, you need carbs, you need sugar, because we're gonna use this. We're gonna feel less fatigue. We're gonna raise our blood glucose level. But you should be bringing an intra if you got a long session. If you're training under an hour, you probably don't need it. But if your training session is an hour and over, I'd probably bring an intra. So, hip adductor. Let's just get straight into it. Nothing much to say. Solid set. Went up in weight. I don't even know how many got, maybe like 5 or 6. Alright, we're trying to standardize our form a little bit on this one. We didn't drop the weight. We might just get less reps. I don't want to heave it up, and I want to get full range of motion every time. You know, it is a little hard on this machine to get your legs fully straight because like the seat is pointed up, so it's like it gets heavier at the top, but that's okay. Always gotta have your seatbelt on, safety first. Yeah, that was good control all the way through. All right, single leg calf raises. Now, I want to fix up my form a little bit on this too. Sometimes my butt goes back a little bit when I try to stretch the calf even more, but I don't know. I just got to go till I can't stretch my calf and just go for another rep, because I'm kind of wasting energy in the stretch position for no reason. And I'm wasting energy like moving my whole body. I want to keep it perfectly upright and just have all the tension on the calf, you know? All right. Well, maybe we should up the weight a little bit. Hey? We're not warming up anymore. Oh my God. All right, let's move on. All right, so we are skipping reverse curl because I forgot we needed to do a upper lat row. So I guess our forearms are just atrophying today. Well, let's hit the squat. We're gonna go for same weight, try to get the same reps or +1. Holy shit. That was a good set. We got 5. All right, close grip, row. I don't know, I keep swapping back between that and a pull down, or like close grip pull down. I like the row better, and I think the row's gotta stay. I just can't extend or retract too far. I gotta keep it in the range of motion so I can target my mid to upper lat. I think that's mostly the problem. So let me know how my form is on this first one. On this only one. I could probably go farther out. I was pretty close to my body already, so. Little pose now for y'all.
All right. I hope y'all enjoyed the lift. We don't have the mic on right now, so hopefully it's not crazy quiet. I'm probably yelling, so probably isn't. hopefully this was shorter than the last one. The last one was 50 minutes. I mean, go watch that one, please. But I want to keep it more concise, make sure you guys are getting, you know, tips, information in a shorter amount of time. I don't want you guys to have to, you know, watch a freaking movie just to get a few tads of information. So we're gonna try and keep it, you know, we'll try to get as much info out as possible, but you know, I know everyone's attention span is fried, so I'll try to keep it a little bit shorter, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the lift. You know, I'm not gonna say that like and subscribe shit, but like and subscribe if you guys want to support the channel. But anyway, see you guys in 48 hours.